I don't know how many of you were at the fairgrounds on Tuesday for my presentation there, but I am Zero Fossil Fuel, and for those of you who weren't there, who don't know, you may call me Zero. There really are quite a number of people who should be up here with me. I want to keep this a fairly loose format and more of a question and answer format and a roundtable, which is what I expected the forum to be. So, sir, I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but Michael Lombardi. I really enjoyed your presentation yesterday. Larry Jarbo, would you please join me up here? I know I saw you back there, sir. Yes, there he is.
I'm not sure the two of you have...
Beg your pardon?
This is Professor Cliff Ricketts of Middle Tennessee State.
Professor?
He was the world record holder in hydrogen-powered cars.
By all means, sir, please join us.
By all means, please come forward, yeah.
It's a real pleasure to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you. Come on over, Joan. Hi there.
I guess we could probably maybe use a couple more chairs over here or something.
So why not?
Sure, why don't you take this chair? Larry, you can grab that chair at the desk there.
Can we let this go ahead without a round table? I mean, we have a square one. Is it going to make a difference?
That'll have to do. Oh, I don't think that's necessary, but okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me start by saying that I make no pretense of being a learned scholar. I've been involved in the research of HHO for almost a year and a half, and my journey has been a journey of discovery along the way. And what I have been able to do with my YouTube channel is I've been able to take people along for the ride and help to motivate them to follow along the path of discovery, to develop a thirst for knowledge, to embrace the passion that I have for helping to free us all from the enslavement that we have been placed under, and to reduce of course our dependency on foreign oil and restore this beautiful planet to the garden that it was originally intended to be.
Amen.
I feel very, very sincerely about that. I'm very passionate about that, and I believe all of the gentlemen here with me share that same passion in great abundance. The YouTube channel that I have on YouTube receives approximately 20,000 watch page views daily. So that gives you some idea of the amount of interest that we have generated in this topic. I receive letters from all over the world, most of which I simply don't have time to answer. If I did, I'd never get any work done. But we've made some advancements. We've pretty much been able to define some of the parameters which allow an HHO electrolyzer cell, at least in brute force mode, to operate most efficiently. Some of those findings that we have documented and collected data on coincide with the information that's been provided to us by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which, of course, being a non-engineer or a non-chemist, I did not know in advance, but our data corroborates what has already been published. The professor at MIT who developed the process that mimics photosynthesis for hydrogen electrolysis, there's at his MIT website there is a chart that shows precisely the voltages that we have defined as being the optimum plate voltages for fracturing water molecules into the separate hydrogen and oxygen components for recombination in the combustion process. This morning I was late because we had a chance to meet with the machine shop owner who at the games was showing his those square spacers with the little stars in the top. Those, yes. I don't believe that gentleman fully understands the tremendous impact that that little piece of plastic right there is going to have on the proliferation and the adaptation of hydrogen technology for the general average consumer. That is a piece of art. And we met with him. We as a small group of individuals last night, we brainstormed over that piece, and we really took it apart and examined what it was that makes the cell efficient. How do we embrace that? How do we embody that into a design? And what modifications do we need to make in order to create a finished product that is very simple to construct and very easy to maintain, that will last a long time, not give anybody a headache, any headaches, and be a very serviceable product that somebody could easily install and do it correctly. One of the things that we need to educate people on, of course, is the proper handling of the caustic electrolytes that are being used in brute force electrolyzers, the waste products that are produced, and the proper techniques for installation and wiring. Now, the gentleman who won the prize for installation, yeah, okay, that is some piece of work, guys. Thanks for the hat. Yeah. And we met with the machine shop guy this morning. He is very willing to incorporate the suggestions that we came up with as a small group at the roundtable, and together we're going to be able to produce a finished piece that will not only be efficient, but it will be easy to assemble, and it will be as inexpensive as you get without sacrificing the efficiency that we know that we can achieve from these devices. So if we can make it happen with one of those devices, that probably will be the device that makes it happen. I had past tense. I had a canister cell in my Honda so some of you know this story on the trip down. Well, on the third day of the show, driving to the show, halfway up Route 41, it went bang. and the concussion that it made from underneath the hood, we felt at our feet against the firewall. Okay, so in fairness, it was an experimental cell, so he cut me a little slack, but that was one of the cells that I was using to make my final determinations as to what would be the best plate gap and what would be the best voltage per plate, and I had taken a couple of metal shims and shoved them down inside the electrodes to reduce the number of effective neutral plates to increase the voltage between each remaining plate gap, and one of those developed resistance, got very hot, made a little arc, and boy, I'll tell you what, it doesn't take much to set off hydrogen when it's in a stoichiometric perfect combustion ratio to explode and ignite. Yeah, it took the top of the canister and blew it right up, and just left the donut ring of plastic where the metal ring held it in place, and that's all that was left. But I'm fortunate that it did not split the side of the canister and spill my electrolyte on the road or all over my engine compartment.